Hi, it's Thad at Willoway Nurseries in Avon, Ohio. We're sitting at 217 degree days here. We've had a couple nights of some pretty cold temperatures. Last night it got down in the low 30s here. We've been doing a little bit of frost protection here, covering stuff up. We recovered a bunch of houses. This is one we're standing in with Japanese maples. They are one that you want to really watch for here. We're at a point where they've emerged pretty far. They're pretty cold hardy. They just need to have the frost kept off them. So if you have these in or are getting them in, you just kind of want to watch if you get anything below mid 30s to be putting some protection on them for frost. These are also something we've got in sales. These 5-gallon Japanese maples, these are the blood goods. A really good, nice plant. As you can see, they're 6 foot tall, got some decent body to them. So talk to your sales rep, pick some of these up. Some of the other things I wanted to talk about, 214 degree days, quince starts blooming. You get to 234, you're starting to talk about common lilac is blooming, so Syringa vulgaris, the French hybrids. So that might be a plant if you're looking to pick up some plants. That might be a good one here coming up. And then 245, Ohio buckeye starts to bloom. So those are some indicator plants that you could, for where you're at for degree days. Some of the pests that you want to start looking for is birch leaf miner adults emerge right now. That's called a midge, or it looks like a real tiny fly. You may or may not be able to see them, but those will be active right now. The other pieces you want to look for is at 230 degree days, honey locust plant bug and honey locust spider mites. The eggs are hatching, so that's going to be starting to come up. You want to start your sprays for that as well, or already have them on at this point. And then the other one is Taxus mealybug. I thought was of importance. If that's a pest that you know you have, that the eggs are hatching, and then the live bearing are also out there. So that's a one in between 200 and 300 degree days we want to hit. So we're right in the beginning of that. So other things of noteworthy is it's getting into that time of year where we have a lot of stuff, plants coming. Other things that you should be watching for is it's a busy time. I know there's a lot of garden centers out there that have a lot of material landing, a lot of stuff moving around. Hopefully we're getting the stuff you need to go right out with the customers as soon as they see it coming off the truck. So we have a lot of stuff in bloom, bud, and in different stages, so we can meet pretty much any of your needs. Thank you. I wanted to share something with you today. This is blue-eyed grass, and we have these bumps on the leaves. So I wanted to just explain a little bit about that. We had aphids on here, and they were predatorized by a parasitic wasp who actually pierced them, stung them basically, laid an egg inside, and then they hatched out. And there's a hole through their back end if you look through with a hand lens. So these are all the carcasses that are left over from the biological control on these. So they'll hang on. They do come off relatively easy. You can wipe them right off with your finger. But if you see something like that, that's what we're kind of looking for in some of the bio programs to actually take care of the pests.